tools, only 3 tools. The hammer, the screwdriver, and the pliers. With that, you can do everything. Now, I don't know whether those are tools or those are weapons, because they make everything to look like comic books. It used to be when you're driving a car in front of you, it's just called what? Dashboard? Now they call it cockpit. MashaAllah. So everything is boosting your ego. Say, I'm a pilot. Cockpit. Oh, MashaAllah. When you get that every single time, every day, then your ego will like this. And you don't know why, but the whole system is just boosting that. That time, even if you go into sajda, you're a very proud person. So, you know that. Then what? What are you going to do with it? You know, and what? You have all those tools there. So many people, they don't build anything. They don't give those tools to, I was going to say third world countries. I said, no, throw it over the wall to the Mexicans. They will build a better city overnight. Yeah. Poor Trump. He built a wall. Those Mexicans, they saw his wall. And they're passing things, and then they put it back. You see? What makes a man to be intelligent? What makes a man to be intelligent? When he knows he is in need. When he is in need, he will search. When a man who is searching, he is intelligent. When a man who is not in need, is just sitting like that, he's not in need. He's not searching. He becomes the most foolish one, most lazy one. That time very easy to control him. So knowledge, we have to know. What is knowledge? Because the knowledge has an owner, the knowledge has a creator. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his name is Ya'alim. Knowledge is not just read anything you want and that's knowledge. You never know when. No, that's not how the Islamic civilization was raised and built up too. And right until 100 years ago, we were in the forefront of knowledge. Yes? What? You think you're saying, oh, look at Europe, 100 years ago, they were having industrial revolution. The Muslim lands were not having. What they did with the industrial revolution? They destroyed half the world. We're still suffering from it. Correct or no? So knowledge is not also technology. And so now knowledge, what? Now come back to us. What is the knowledge that benefits us? What is the knowledge that benefits us? These days, people always say they don't have time. Everyone has some anxiety. They don't have time. Why? Because they're busy. Why are they busy? If you're busy with something blessed, there will always be time for you to do what you want to do. If you're busy with something that is not blessed, there's no time at all, and you wonder where your time went. Check. I'm checking myself. You take this phone, you check. Suddenly, half hour pass, 45 minutes pass, for nothing. But still, the pull that is there is for nothing. You're doing things for the sake of Allah. You say, oh, I did this. Now I have time. I can do this. I can do this. Now, man, Allah is swearing that by time, man must stop. In order to run after Allah, he must stop with his world. For a time, he must sit and reconnect. Not with the time of asfala safilin, not with the time of this lowest of the low. There is another time, you know. What, you think time is just this clock time? There's a time when you were in your mother's womb. That's a completely different time. Who knows what kind of worlds, thousands of years in that we went through. There's a time before that. There's a time that's going to be after that. There's a time in the grave where everything is finished, including time is also finished. So how you live is how you're going to die. How you die is how you're going to be raised. So knowing that as Allah gives us the breath, to use it for Allah's sake, to wake up, not to be busy, to stop a little bit. 5 times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, go and do your thing, it is halal, but 5 times a day, stop everything and reconnect yourself to me. Because whatever that you do in the dunya, it dirties you. So knowing what is the knowledge now? We say so many times. So many people saying you have to study Aqidah, you have to study fiqh, you have to do this and that. We're saying don't stop you. Go ahead and study. But this is not that kind of school. No, you have to study it. This is not that kind of school. Why are you forcing me? If you go to school, for example, a naval academy, you cannot force that naval academy to say, no, you must learn engineering. No, you must learn law because it's also knowledge. I say, yes, it is, but that's not what we're specializing in, no? Now, tariqat is specializing in something that others, they don't have. And that is understanding your spirit, understanding yourself. You can read 1,000 books, but you cannot understand yourself. The man who reads all 104 books, but he doesn't understand himself, it is zero. And understanding yourself is not through reading those books too. It is not. Now the knowledge then, to know yourself, it is the highest knowledge next to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Knowledge of Allah. So, where are you going to find that knowledge to know yourself in order to know Allah? That is when you have to be in the association, in the sohbat. It's not, oh, that means I have to quit my job and stay here. That means that I have to do this and I have to do that. I have to stop this. And no, it doesn't mean that. Whatever that is there for you, if you're holding on to your shaykh, through the work, outside, inside, everywhere, through that work, if you're holding on and obeying your shaykh, if you don't obey your shaykh, it's nothing. If you don't obey your shaykh, even if you're making zikr every day, there's no connection. If you are, then he's going to teach you through what is in front of you. Especially for the women. Men is a little bit difficult because you have to go through the dunya. But for the women, because you're dealing with the creation of Allah, you're dealing with children. You understand different minds, different, let's say, consciousnesses. How they're changing, how they're understanding, the ego growing up, and they have a closer understanding of tariqat than men do. Yes, because you're studying human nature. You're studying, correct or no? Woman has to study. He has to know, means something, means something, means something, that means something. You understand? Men is much harder. That's why people get angry when we say, tariqat is not really for women. They get very upset. It's not because it's not for you. It's because whatever that you're doing, it is already enough. You want to come? Come. Definitely. But now people say, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to marry, have children, take care, do all these things, and I just want to enter to become a dervish. It is not like that too. But the life of a wife, a mother, is already a dervish. She doesn't eat that much because she feeds everyone. She doesn't sleep that much. Correct or no? And she cannot talk that much because everyone is talking to her. If you keep to that, you'll be fine. People are not going to like me saying that. You can say whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. I'm saying what our Shaykh is saying, what the Quran Shaykh is saying, what the Prophet has been saying for 1400 years. So now, Malayani, to do things that doesn't concern you. You must find what concerns you. And if you are here to say that we are here to know ourselves and you are sliding back a little bit, get back on the saddle properly. Otherwise, it's going to be a waste of time. I can say more, not only as a waste of time, you're going to damage yourself and you will damage your faith. It's not a matter of choice. They make it so easy. Welcome to those who come, farewell to those who go. Correct? They make it sound so easy. But you know, those who come that we say welcome, they come with rahmat, correct? And those who leave and they hate us, I don't know if they're going to leave with rahmat. Well, what do you? So it's not the same. There is always a cause and an effect. As our Shaykh says, you go into a McDonald's, he said, and you order one cup of coffee, you drink, and you walk out without paying. They will call the cops on you. Now, we live this life. We have our breath, we have our life, we have our health, we have everything that is around us, especially us living in this country. You think we don't owe Allah something? And is Allah asking for payment? No, He's saying eat and drink and give thanks to me. Now the honor of a man is not going to be like other ones. You say, oh, he says give thanks, so alhamdulillah, that's it. No, because this is according to your honor. Now I'm going to give thanks like this. Later I'm going to give thanks like that. It's still not equal to what Allah is giving. So you're running after your Lord. You're not just going to say thank you. Now you're going to say, I don't feel it. It doesn't fit. He's giving so much, I have to give something back. I have to give thanks more. How am I going to do that? I'm going to make him happy. How am I going to make him happy? By making those whom he loves to be happy. I cannot do that. Well, you're a human. You must make those who are old happy. And you must make those who are young happy. You must make the poor happy. And you must make the orphans happy. So this is beyond having Ya Rasulullah. It is beyond making zikr. It is beyond making mawlid. Now, it doesn't stop there. This is just the beginning too. Don't think, oh, it means tariqat is what they say, social activism. It doesn't stop there. It is endless. It is endless. Especially now. Especially now. In this Akhir Zaman. Especially for the events that are going to happen. This much is enough. Wa min Allahu tawfiq. Fatiha.